Hey there, welcome. I'm Mike, the Alone Adventurer. I've also gone by your average vet rider and the big cat and such. Today, we're going on an adventure. We got a Honda in the back. It's a 2023 CRF250F. I like dirt bikes and motorcycles of all kinds. I think I've owned almost 100 new ones in my life at this point. I've been racing ever since I was a little boy, and honestly, there's nothing else better than motorcycles if you ask me. I made it because not normally what I would ride. So I'm interested to see what I think about it. Of almost the 100 motorcycles that I've owned, I don't know that I've ever owned one that was air cooled. Now this one is fuel injected, which is pretty sweet, but it's definitely not my normal bike. Lone adventurer, adventure ride, moto, off-road, street ride, mountain bike, lone adventurer, moto Mike, average vet rider, street bike Mike, mountain bike Mike, selected, off-road, average vet rider. All right, here we are, Albany County, Wyoming, next to the Albany Lodge. We're gonna get on, we're gonna do our first ride of this CRF 250F. We'll talk a little bit, and yeah, let's enjoy some riding. Let's go on an adventure. So this is the Albany County in Wyoming. At the trailhead is the Albany Lodge, and they do four-wheeler rentals and side-by-side rentals and snowmobile rentals in the winter, because this all turns a snowmobile, snow machine, depending on what region you're from, I guess, in the country is what you would call one of those. I'm from the Northeast, so we call them snow machines or sleds. So let's get on this thing. Initially, she starts real easy as long as it's in neutral. Boom. Typical, like, I'd argue typical Honda starting. Also at the trailhead they do have restrooms. This is probably my favorite place in all of Wyoming. So just really beautiful. A lot of people think that Wyoming is mainly just high desert. So we'll talk a little bit, and then I'll shut you off for the drive up to where the trails are, and then we'll bring you back on. So initially we're gonna go through here. This is the center of Albany. This is the lodge, which is pretty sweet. Like after the big trail riding, snowboarding, four-wheeling, you can come down to the lodge and get some pizza and some food and obviously some beer, which God knows there's nothing wrong with grabbing a beer after a nice day on the trail. Honestly, I expected this bike to to have a little bit more than it actually has at the moment. But you know, come in with an open mind when you get on something like this when you're used to race bikes. So it's still stupid fun, you know, like there's nothing more fun than riding a dirt bike, period. I don't care what it is. We're actually headed back up this way next month. I'm doing the Wyoming BDR on my 2023 CB500X. Kind of a solo trip. Obviously, because I'm the alone adventurer. But I do have a group BDRX ride planned too later in the year with some buddies. Whoa, my goodness. That's some ruts, huh? All that rain wreaking havoc. Alright, I'm going to shut you guys off for a bit, do some riding, and then I'll catch back up with you. Oh, Rob Roy Reservoir. Is there anything more peaceful than being on the side of a body of water? A little windy, but just beautiful. And like I said, my Wyoming BDR trip that's coming up next month will actually come back through here. It's the closest point to home is Rob Roy and Centennial. It's 1,000 miles, 7 days. So far, we're happy with the CRF250F. It is, you know, something new for me. I've always rode race bikes. Like, you hit a rock that you don't see on this, and you definitely feel the rock. You want to lift the tire, you got to be in lower gears or use the clutch pretty hard. But I'm having a blast. It's a good bike. It is interesting. I saw a lot of stuff that sent me some fishing. If I knew I was going to come up on Rob Roy like this, I would have brought a pole. Walk down the lake here. I wonder if that little trail goes around. It's probably a hiking trail. But oh, shoot, the water ain't even bad. Anything biting?
A little bit of trout, yeah.
Nice. Fee area, meaning you have to obviously pay to camp. But we'll check it out and see. That's a decent little spot right there. There's some campers. I think you try and what do you call it? Reserve one of these positions for the BDR trip, because my plan is that this will be my first stop. I gotta get up, ride from Cheyenne to Bags, which is, oh yeah, there's plenty of little spots up here though. I gotta ride out to Bags and then get onto the BDR route there. So it's like 3.5 to 4 hours down the highway, which is miserable. But there's plenty of spots in here that you can scoop one up for the night, walk down and do some fishing, do some, you know, enjoy it. So, yeah. Very nice. Close. Another bathroom, number 3. I don't know how they do these. We'll give you a little bit of speed. We're traveling a little bit quicker. Okay, we'll hit the throttle. That was the first ride, first impressions of the CRF250F. Overall, I'm happy about it. It's exactly what I thought it was and kind of some different things. So I just, for most part, do I think you should buy this bike? Yeah, if you're a beginner or if you're an advanced level rider like me that just wants a bike that's a bike and nothing more than a bike. Not some powerhouse 450 or even in that aspect a powerhouse 250 race bike. This is not a race bike. It's literally just turn the throttle and cruise along and chug along. That's all it is. But it's great for what it is, and honestly for what it is, it's exceptional. So maybe we'll do some stuff to it, add some upgrades, go to a bigger rear sprocket to get a little more torque off the bottom and stuff like that, and kind of look at what we can and can't do to suspension. But overall, I'm pretty happy with it and had a blast riding it today. We went for a good ride, and yeah. Thanks for tuning in to this first episode of the Lone Adventurer and the first bike review video on the Lone Adventurer. And keep it pinned, and thanks for coming out. We'll see you on the next adventure.